That's a tight beat right there, man. I like that, man. You know how much I paid for that beat to be custom made? I paid $5.
$5?
$5 to get that beat custom made. And we're going to throw some vocals on that here in a little bit. But, man, I tell you, man, my day was going absolutely awesome until about 30 minutes ago. And then it felt like my world just fell apart, man. First off, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. You're listening to The Decision Hour with Adam and JD.
What's up?
Dude, first off, look, I text Adam. I'm like, hey, man, what's close? Because he knows this area better than I do. We haven't been in this studio for too long. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, there's a Dairy Queen right here. And I found the Dairy Queen real quick. And I'm thinking, it's a perfect place to pick up a Fat Boy Sundae. And I pull around, and it's kind of like the cookie dough and the brownie cookie dough and the brownie blizzard and the cookie dough, this and that. I'm like, all right, so give me a
fatty
cookie dough brownie blizzard. He's like, yeah, we're out of those. I said, I'm sorry. I thought I came to Dairy Queen. All right, so give me a brownie blizzard. I pretended like I didn't hear him. He's like, yeah, we're out of brownie. All right, give me a cookie dough blizzard. Yeah, we're out of cookie dough. What? How is Dairy Queen out of both brownie and cookie dough?
That's popular flavor right now, I tell you what.
Apparently. So I ended up with what was my favorite, and that's the Reese's Blizzard. I am loving the Reese's Blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not the Fat Boy part, because I also threw down a double cheeseburger, an order of fries, and a large sundae since I've been here in the last 15 minutes. I could put down some food, man.
People, what you can't hear right now is if those of you that are watching the show, you can see that his
slowly
skin
getting larger.
He's starting to, it's like Blossom from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's although he's not turning blue, and his arteries are slowly clogging.
Actually, I'm good, man. I'm as healthy as can be, believe it or not. When I went and got, my blood pressure and my cholesterol levels, they said, yeah, you're perfectly fine. I said, excuse me? They said, yeah, you're perfectly fine. Because this is the first time I've been really checked out in like years, dude.
Right.
And you see how I eat, man. It's like it's almost the end of the world, and this is my last meal. I'm the last guy in the line getting into the chow hall when you got like 4.7 minutes to actually finish your meal before you get to be back out in formation. I still eat like that, and that was back in basic training. Anyway, okay. So with that being said, the cheeseburger was good. The fries were great. Blizzard, could have been a brownie. It would have been better. But today we got a lesson to teach you. Today we do. It's how to speak the world into existence, and more importantly, why you should speak the world into existence.
Right.
And it's amazing the things, if you get really good at doing this, it's amazing how you will start to notice that your life will actually start to work out in the direction that you mean it to, or have meant it to work out. And I'm not just throwing out some magical phrase there. Speaking the world into existence absolutely works. Let me give you a case in point, because Adam really wasn't prepared for this, because I didn't tell him the topic for the show until about 10 minutes ago. So, makes him the perfect candidate to ask this question too. Adam, taking you back to the day, around the time, I don't know if it was an exact day or if it was a couple days of planning, when you and James Fawbush, or Radio Daddy number 2, as we refer to him, which, by the way, James, get well fast, so you can come out and help me beat Adam again at golf. We're not going to discuss the outcome of the last one. But anyway, so taking it back to the day when you guys got together. Now, you guys were in terrestrial radio for a minute together.
James was a little bit longer than I was. I went in as a guest host, as a guest to talk about education. At the time, I was working at a university and was going over the benefits for veterans and for the military on their schooling, school benefits.
Okay. Now, you guys eventually said, you know what, the heck with this, with the terrestrial radio side. For one reason or another, you guys said, you know what, we are going to create our own radio station. And this isn't something that people just wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to create a radio station.
No,
Yeah.
it all started with just the idea. We were doing a podcast, and that's kind of how it all started. And several months into it, it was, I think we saw the business side of it, and we were just like, chatting. I forgot how I got brought up, but I said, why don't we turn this into a network? I think we can add more shows and do this, that, and the other. You came on as you were a guest each week doing a 15-minute segment, I believe is what we started off with.
Yeah.
And then we branched that out into a full-blown show.
Now,
and it's grown from there.
Was there a point at any time after you had said, why don't we do this? We can do this. Was there any point at that time that you said, no, we can't do this?
Yeah, every day I would. Well, in all seriousness, you're always going to have doubts. I think with certain things, but if you look at the overall picture, I've never once thought that it couldn't be done. It was just a matter of, am I the right person, or are we the right people to do it? And the answer to that always came back, yes. We are the ones that are going to do it. We're laying the foundation of the future of internet entertainment. And that sounds, a lot of people, you're kind of cocky about it. No, it's not. There's a difference between cocky and just being downright confident about it. We've been doing this over 3 years. We're still here. We must be doing something right.
Was there ever a point where you guys looked at each other and said, we can't do this. This is impossible?
No.
Was there any point where you just said, what, I'm done with this. That's it. I'm quitting.
Yeah, there's times where I get like that all the time.
Well, I know.
And it's just because I'm a chronic entrepreneur, so I can't have just one project. Bedtime Media isn't the only project I have working right now.
Right.
I have 4 things in the works.
Awesome.
2 businesses that will be launching later next year.
Awesome.
So it's on top of my home one. It would, which is, if you're wanting to learn about, you go to birdstheword.com, watch the video. It would be more than that's BIRDZ theword.com, all one word. To check us out. But it goes to it's frustration, and you're going to get frustrated with them. You're going to want to have days where you want to quit. But then you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, you realize, I can't, what am I thinking? I can't quit. I was like, this is something nobody's ever done what we're doing. There's a lot of podcasts that are out there, lots of them. And there's networks that are out there that are trying to do this, but they haven't done it as long as we have. And nobody really knows about it because I've looked, or we've looked. And we're kind of a tight knit group. And I think what we're doing is special. And I firmly believe that this is going to be as big as mainstream media in the next 5 years.
Outstanding. And thinking back when, I don't know if you can actually go back and put yourself in your shoes back then, and a lot of times you can if you just think about that moment. When you said, we're going to do this, as opposed to, this is impossible, it's a totally different feeling. You agree?
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm getting to, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The idea of speaking the world into existence is when you get up in the morning and you have something that you need to do, you have something that you're passionate about, the second you tell yourself that you can do this, everything in your body, your soul, and your mind will then start to tell you that you can do this. There is a part of the brain called the reticular activating system, and I have no idea how it works. Trust me, I'm not scientific at all, but I do know that it exists. And basically what it is whatever you tell yourself to believe, the mind will then go out and it will find all this proof that you are right. There's an old saying. It says, whether or not you believe that you're right or you believe that you're wrong, you're correct. Because if you tell yourself that you can't do something, your mind is going to point out all of the different reasons why you can't do it. You won't pay any attention whatsoever to the reasons of why you can do something. Because as soon as you say, you know what, I can't do this, this is impossible, there's no way that's going to happen, your mind will start justifying that thought for you. Again, I have no idea how to explain it scientifically, but I know it as a fact because it has changed my life. It has changed thousands of the people around me in my community's lives just by saying, I got this. Just by saying, I can do this. Just by saying, right now is my time. Just by saying, right now is the time that I'm going to make the decision to get off my ass and I'm going to make something happen. By saying that, you are now empowering yourself to take massive action and move forward. And then when you have the opposite effect, when you tell yourself you can't do something, and I'll be a prime example, obviously, by my diet, quote unquote, that you've already heard about. If I tell myself, yeah, I just don't have time to work out, my brain's going to start pointing out all the things that I won't be doing and all the things I will be doing since I won't be working out. So instead of I'm going to work out, I am working out. And now I'm thinking of all the things I need to do to move forward with the diet and the exercise plan and whatnot. I'm thinking I'm not going to work out. So dinner at Dairy Queen. And as soon as Adam told me that was cool, I didn't even argue about it. Didn't even think twice. Great. Thanks, man. Be right there. So as soon as you plant that belief, as soon as you speak that belief into existence, your mind will start searching for things that prove and give the approval for your explanation. So as soon as you, like for those of you that went after your degree and completed your degree, I'm sure there was a point in your life where you said, you know what, I have to go get my degree. I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to pass these classes. I'm going to get these papers done. I'm going to get this turned in on time. I'm going to get an A in this class. And you go out and you do it. For those of you that started your own business already, there was a point in your time where you said, you know what, I'm going to start my own business. And from that point forward, everything you did, every thought you had, everything you saw was all about not only starting your business, but propelling you towards your vision of your successful business. So that way, when you go to bed at night, that's what you're thinking about. When you get up in the morning, that's what you're thinking about, because your brain constantly reminds you of all the things that proves you right, whether it's positive or negative. Your brain will remind you that since you spoke it into existence, it'll remind you that you are right. Again, whether it's positive or negative.
There's probably a lot of listeners out there, and I reference back to a book called The Secret, which is on the audio and stuff as well.
There's a movie on it too.
Yes, that there is. And you know, Bob Proctor, who's a life coach and philanthropist, who I believe his main office here in Scottsdale, is one of the guys that's on there. And there's a lot of people that they talk to, and it's getting into the what's the secret of life, and I believe in that book or that publication that you when you're reading it or when you're listening to the audio book of it, they say that your body is like a antenna, or like a radio antenna. You're sending out signals. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're sending out negative thoughts. And in return, you're going to attract negative thoughts. Now, that works the same with being positive. Listen, folks. I'm not afraid of. Like I said, those of you that know me, I'm the co-owner of this company, Vets on Media, where this program is held on. I do a couple other radio shows, as well as I own several other businesses. I've been to the top. I've made a lot of money, and I've been in the hole where I'm struggling just to scratch the surface. Okay. I say that because I've always had speaking from experience, I can manifest the negative things in my life easily because I've done it often. In return, I've manifested the things that I've wanted out of my life in my life too. Is it hard? It's hard if you make it hard. You have to believe that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. If you want, it could be something as simple as a cup of coffee, or going to finding a parking spot, or one of the games I used to play is when I worked in an office building, there was elevators, and there was usually 4 of them. I used to guess which elevator door was going to open. It didn't have the arrows, so you couldn't tell. You just had to listen. And 9 out of 10 times, I would guess which elevator it was going to be. And it seems funny, and it seems like, oh, that's nothing, big deal. But that's where it starts. If you can manifest that, all right, now manifest an extra $100 in your pocket a month. Do that. See, oh, now all of a sudden you start looking at stuff. Oh, I save some money here, save some money there. All of a sudden, boom. Now manifest an extra $1,000 a month. Manifest $10,000 a month. Manifest $1 million. Can it be done? Yes. Is there a time frame or a time limit of when this is going to happen? No. It may take a day. It may take a year. It may take 3 years. Well, I want it now. Of course you do, because you're lazy and you're impatient. That's why. And that's unfortunately how society has gotten. With that being said, however, if you believe that you can have it, everything is right there in front of you for the taking. It's all right there. The difference is the 1%, the less than 1% of the richest people in the world. Because if you look at all the richest, and I'm not talking, you don't have, success is measured on how you measure it. If you measure success by how much is in your bank account, okay, that's your opinion. Me personally, I don't think that matters. My success is I still have a roof over my head, I have clothes, I have food to eat, and my son is healthy, and he's very well taken care of. I am successful. At 37 years old, I am successful. Find out what it is that you want in life. What makes you successful? Write it down. And if you're not sure, and let's say there's something you want, I want to start my own business. I want you to grab a piece of paper right now, and I want you on the top of that piece of paper to say, I want to start my own business. Do you know what kind of business it is? If you don't, that's fine, because it will come to you. I want you to think about that for the next couple of days. What type of business would I want to run? And then write that underneath. Once you think, hey, I'd like to have this. I'd like to own a restaurant. I'd like to own landscape company. I'd like to own my own blog. I'd like to own my own radio station. Write your ideas down as they come to you and think about that. And then close your eyes, meditate, however you want to look at it. Close your eyes, meditate, pray about it, whatever works for you. And then think about it. Close your eyes and envision yourself owning that restaurant, owning that radio station, owning that blog, and all the details that goes into it that make it successful under your definition. And see where that gets you. I dare you to try that for the next 21 days. It takes 21 days to make a habit.
Absolutely, man. I love that.
21 days.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that before, 21 days, because that's how long it takes to create a habit. It takes 21 days. So if you do something for 21 days, then it becomes routine. That's why most workouts these days are maybe 30 days long, because that's around the longest amount of time where people will actually put the effort in to consistently try to make a change. Our blogging contest within our organization is 21 days. And the reason why we do that is because they want you to get really good at consistently placing good content on the website. And 21 days, again, is how to create that habit. And next thing you know, you'll be going on 40 days, on 60 days, on 100 days. And it's not just to try and see how many days in a row you can do it. It's to help build yourself and help build your business. I'm already receiving leads off of my blog. I'm getting like 5 leads a week just off of my free blog. Why have people checking me out and seeing where it is, that we're doing, that me and Adam are doing. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and take a real quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to continue this thought, but I don't think you're going to like who I'm talking to when we come back. So let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey, everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552. or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
Veterans served us, now it's time we serve them. As a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as a current military member deployed abroad, I would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about Patriot Hills of New York. Patriot Hills of New York is a nonprofit organization providing support to veterans and their families. They partner veterans in need with over 65 health and wellness organizations, community groups, as well as philanthropic foundations providing no or low-cost services. They've helped over 400 veterans through confidential referral services, assistance with veterans issues, employment placement, as well as educational opportunities. If you need assistance or just want to help veterans by donating your time or services, contact them at info@patriothills.org. Again, that's info@patriothills.org. Visit patriothillsnewyork.com for more information about their services or how you can donate. Our veterans deserve no less. We can give it to them, and you can help.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Decision Hour with Adam and JD. What's that? What was that? You all right? You cough? Clear your throat? You good? All right. Okay. Now I want to talk specifically to our network marketers out there. Okay. Because let's be honest, we created this show to make money.
Yep.
All right. This is one of the many, many ways that you can make money. Podcast, blogging, advertising, solo ads, video marketing, you name it. We've done it. This is one of the best ways. But just a little bit of background on me real quick. So if this is your first time watching the show, I am currently a network marketer, among other things, director of sports entertainment, reporter, blogger, broadcaster. You name the title, I've pretty much done it. Veterans advisor, pretty much everything. But over the last 10 years, I failed and lost thousands of dollars, thousands upon thousands of dollars in network marketing. And every single time something didn't work out, and this is where it might sound a little familiar to some of you, every time something didn't work out, it was because the system sucked. It was because my mentor sucked. It was because the investment was too much. It was because the tools weren't good enough. It was because God failed me. And the truth is that all of that, excuse my language, is bullshit. If you want to know the secret of why you fail and why you succeed, it comes down to one thing: you. And it took me 10 years to realize that. It took me until I got into the organization and I actually got to hear a gentleman by the name of David Wood speak. And Dave Wood, in my mind, is a genius when it comes to network marketing. So I heard him speak, and it really resonated with me. But the biggest thing, the two things. First one, he got me to change my mindset about everything. All of a sudden, all the negatives became positive because I started speaking it, as he said. Okay. And if you get to a point where you're in network marketing and you look back and, you look at the things that you failed, you'll start to notice that maybe it wasn't the system. Maybe it wasn't the tools. Maybe it wasn't your mentor. So if you think back, I guarantee, just knowing the effort that I've had to put in to be a successful network marketer, I guarantee that you would just like me. And then you realize, Jesus, I could have did more. I could have did a lot more. I could have put in more effort instead of going home and watching Family Guy or American Dad or whatever the hell you watch, which, by the way, I do watch a couple of those at night. But instead of doing stuff like that, you pick up a book, you listen to an audio, you write a blog, you attend a training, you give a training, you do a video, you travel, and you do videos on those. You write blogs on those. You give every single day to your business, and I guarantee you, your business will be successful. There's no way. See, we have something inside our network that's called the 8 core commitments. And there are 8 things that they want you to do on a daily basis. And I'm telling you right now, there is no way in hell that you could do these things every single day and in 30 days not reach some level of success. There is no way. Because if you actually pay attention to the system and you follow what we teach you, you too will gain the same success as we do, as Lawrence Tam does, as Tracy Walker does. Now, success is measured in different ways, as Adam's already gone over. It could be monetary. It could be personal. It could be mindset-wise. But if you follow the 8 core commitments that we give you on a daily basis, and you realize that your success is up to one person in your life, and that is you, and only you. It's not the system. It's not God. It's not how much money you currently have. It's none of that. All right? Because I've seen people go from negative $700 in their bank account to 5 figures within 90 days. Now, I do have to tell you that we do not guarantee any type of amount of income because it depends on you and the effort that you put in, as well as your ability to be a leader and follow directions. You can see our income disclaimer at empowernetwork.com/income. But I'm telling you, as soon as you make that decision and you say out loud, you say, I can do this, and you believe in yourself, your mind will start to show you all the different ways that that's coming true. I guarantee you. It took me a month and a half to get my first sale in this business, and it was all of $25. And that was a month and a half. And that's when we had the 100% commission plan. It's down to 70 now because a business cannot last on giving away 100% commissions. You just can't. 70 is good for me. 70 works. 70 means that I'm in it for the long run, as Empower Network is. But if you do the things that we tell you and you follow along with us, then you'll get the results that you're looking for. The only way that you will fail is if you fail yourself. And that point will come across as soon as you say, this is impossible. As soon as you say, this isn't going to work. As soon as you say, this is a scam. All right. And if you don't want to do Empower Network, go do Mary Kay. They're doing pretty good. Do guys sell Mary Kay? Can they? I don't know if they can or not. I don't know. How'd you do, Adam? No? All right.
I didn't get the pink Cadillac.
You didn't get the pink Cadillac?
No.
I think there's like 3 different types of cars now that they have.
Whatever.
They're all pink, though. I could paint your truck pink. I hate you. That would be awesome. Can I do that?
No.
How much would it cost to do that for your birthday next year? That'd be awesome. I would totally do that. But if you truly want to create change in your life, all you have to do is start with yourself. You need to realize that it doesn't matter if you have a great system to follow. It doesn't matter if you have an awesome mentor to follow. It doesn't matter if you have money to invest in your business or not. If you never put in the time, the effort, and the skills that are needed to be successful, then you will fail.
And I'm glad you said the word fail.
Fail.
Because I want to capitalize on that for a minute. It's okay to fail. You're going to fail.
I see where you're going.
But the trick is, are you going to get back up, dust yourself off, and try again? Not all ideas are great ideas. They might be. I have every idea I've ever came up with
Has been great.
has been great.
Yeah, me too.
And you know why? Because I've been sitting in the room by myself when I've had those ideas. I'm a genius when I'm by myself. But when I start spreading it out and having other people look at me and they hear it, they're like, maybe you should think about this. And that's okay. That is okay. You want that. You might think you have a great idea, but then you start sharing that idea and you're like, some people are like, maybe, how are you going to do that? They're not giving you doubt, but they give you reason to think, never looked at it that way before. What can I do to make this successful then? There's a lot of things you could do by sharing.
Yeah, those type of people to talk to are great. It's the people that say that's impossible, you'll never be able to do it, that suck. Sorry, go ahead. That was just my great idea.
No, that's, I totally agree. But, I've said this before in past shows, you cannot be afraid to fail. You're going to fail. Lose the fear of failure, because as soon as you lose that fear of failing, you are going to be that much more successful and faster. Let me say that again. Lose your fear of failure. In doing so, you will be that much more successful faster. JD?
Absolutely. And again, there's a lot of people that approach us and say things like, well, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do this. It doesn't matter what you currently do or don't know, because all you have to do is put in the time to learn the skills that you need. And the great thing about our organization is we do one hell of a job with teaching you the skills that you need.
Oh, yeah.
We do. And as a matter of fact, tonight in about 26 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, I almost missed it. In about 26 minutes, we do something called Tactical Tuesdays. And this is organization-wide. Okay, organization-wide, where they just give you golden nuggets. And golden nuggets, the term of golden nuggets is basically, it's money, is what it is. They don't actually give you money, but they give you things that can turn into money. They give you knowledge that you can take and run with immediately. And this is all free. All right. So if you join us, you get Monday training, Tuesday training, Thursday training, team training on Fridays. You don't have an excuse but to be successful. On top of the products in your back office, the top producer formula, the inner circle trainings, the team building formula, the master's course. You master those and you're on top of the world.
You know what amazed me about this organization is that there's a lot of CEOs from other companies that are doing it
Oh, yeah.
and utilizing the tools that we have or that we offer in their everyday businesses.
Absolutely.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's true. That's very, very true. Not to cut you off.
No,
Okay.
go please.
There's some of my customers are currently we sell products to affiliates. We sell products to customers. Okay. The only way you can get paid in this organization if you sell products, hands down, simple. You don't get paid to bring people in. Nobody gets paid off the affiliate fee. Okay. Except for Empower, and that's how they build our new products and stuff. But I've sold, like, for example, if you're an individual, which I've sold a few of these, who desperately wants to train to become a better employee and actually move up into management, we've got something called the Top Producer Formula. And I've gone through that formula, oh my God, multiple times. And every single time, every single video, I learn 10 times more than what I knew before I watched it. It is absolutely amazing. So the Top Producer Formula for people that want to get to the top. The team building formula are for people who are in charge of a lot of people. How to run your team, how to train your team, the types of things to train them on, and so on and so forth. Then there's the master's course. And the master's course has to do a lot with conscious, subconsciousness, conscience, excuse me. And different ways to phrase things like that, to where you can basically just go up to somebody and throw a few words at them and they'll be like, absolutely. Because there's certain ways to present certain things, and then there's certain ways not to. And they do it extremely. They teach you how to do it professionally and organized and with a plan. And when you do that, I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. That's why that product costs actually about $3,500. That's a nice slice of cheese when you sell one of those.
And folks, you can check this stuff out right now. I mean, you're listening to us live on the internet. So you're already on the internet. Open up another browser. Check us out at the vetsonmedia.com, the Decision Hour show under radio shows. You go to the motivationalmindset.com.
Motivated Mindset.
Excuse me, Motivated Mindset. I apologize. Motivatedmindset.com. And then go to birds with the Z, BIRDZ, the word.com.
Every time I hear that, I hear like LaGrange from ZZ Top. Every time I hear you say Z. I don't know why.
Birds.
Yeah. ZZ Top was an awesome rock band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think they still tour.
They do.
No, they're not all together, though.
No.
All right.
Just the
Let me
brothers.
make sure. Yeah. Still awesome, though. So, yeah, basically, I mean, if you make the decision that you're going to create your own change in your life, first off, that's the biggest step. Okay. And we've had a show. That's why it's called the Decision Hour, because the decision is the most important part of your life. Being able to make the decision that you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're sick and tired of being broke. You're sick and tired of having to borrow money from family members. You're sick and tired of having to listen to your boss day in and day out critique every single thing you do at your job, which keeps you buried in a cubicle.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? We got to take a quick break. We're up against our last break of the show, and I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's good. Go ahead.
But while we're on this 2-3 minute break, think about what you're going to do to change your life. Are you going to make a decision? You're listening to the Decision Hour with JD and Adam. We'll be right back after these messages.
Veterans served us, now it's time we serve them. As a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as a current military member deployed abroad, I would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about Patriot Hills of New York. Patriot Hills of New York is a nonprofit organization providing support to veterans and their families. They partner veterans in need with over 65 health and wellness organizations, community groups, as well as philanthropic foundations providing no or low-cost services. They've helped over 400 veterans through confidential referral services, assistance with veterans issues, employment placement, as well as educational opportunities. If you need assistance or just want to help veterans by donating your time or services, contact them at info@patriothills.org. Again, that's info@patriothills.org. Visit patriothillsnewyork.com for more information about their services or how you can donate. Our veterans deserve no less. We can give it to them, and you can help. Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey, everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552. Or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Decision Hour with Adam and JD.
Dude, I feel like I should be laying down on a couch when you speak, dude. Seriously. So tell me more about how that made you feel.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Can't just thank God I can record your voice because it is kind of sexy. I will give you that.
I appreciate that. Thank
Thanks.
you very much.
I'm not going to tell you any more than that, but
Listen,
look,
we're coming back, folks. I asked you a question, or I asked you to do something before the break, and that was make a decision. You know, today's topic was speaking the world into existence. Try it. The question is, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose by speaking the world into existence? What do you have to lose by trying it? Is it going to happen overnight? No. But you got to believe that it's going to happen. Keep talking about it. Because eventually it will happen. Maybe you want a new truck, a new house. Maybe you want a better job, better career. Maybe you want to start your own company. Speak it into existence. Talk about it. And start taking action to do it. Don't be negative. Oh, that'll never happen to me. Guess what?
Megatron.
That'll never happen then. I'll never get promoted. I'll never get that new car. I'll never find the love of my life. I'll never shut up. How about saying I will find the love of my life? I am going to get promoted. I am going to drive that new car. I am going to live in the house that I want. You know, you use less muscles in your face to smile than you do to frown. So why not wake up in the morning and automatically put a smile on your face, even if you have to fake it? I'll be honest with you. I do it every morning now. I put a smile on my face, even if I'm tired and I'm cranky. I'll smile. I'll walk around. My son looked at me. He's like, "You look like an idiot." And I said, "You know what? I might look like an idiot, but I'm being positive, aren't I?" And he's like,
Absolutely.
"Point." And you know what he said? "Point taken, Dad. Smile away. Smile away." It turns into good things. You got to try it, though. Speak it.
And exactly, man. I mean, whatever it is that you think mentally about your world, it will come true. And again, it doesn't matter if you do it negatively or positively. If you're negative, you're right. If you're positive, you're right. Because you'll start to see that and you'll start moving in that direction. People who are happy always see the good in life and their environment around them. They always do. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter. Hey, my phone just goes, oh, that's all right. I'll just go ahead and get it fixed. I lost my phone. Oh, that's okay. I'll just go out and get another one. Yeah. Think about this. When was the last time that you watched a scary movie? Okay. And I'm getting down to what your brain will start telling you. Okay. So if you watch a scary movie, I don't know, Adam, what was the scariest movie you ever watched?
When I was a kid?
No.
Or ever?
When I heard you screaming like a girl about a week ago.
What are you talking about?
Ever. Scariest movie.
Man, I don't know. I don't watch scary movies. If I had to remember anything, I remember as a kid watching the Friday the 13th movies. I used to be terrified of that when I was a kid.
Oh, no. I saw the original version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was like 5.
No.
But here's the thing. It didn't scare me because nobody told me it was going to be scary. So I was never looking for it to be scary. I watched the whole thing and didn't jump once. And I know this as a fact because I've been telling this story for years and years and years and years. But when you literally go and you're going to say, I'm going to watch this movie, this thing's supposed to be scary as hell, like Paranormal Activity when that first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I almost jumped through the damn building out of the movie theater because everybody told me it was extremely scary. And I went in expecting to just be scared out of my mind.
Yeah, see, now I look at that and it's like, I think they're comedies.
Oh, yeah, now.
I'm just like, you're an idiot.
Especially the one that the Wayans did on it. That was absolutely hilarious. But the same thing with like comedies. Okay? You watch a comedy because you're ready to laugh.
Right.
You want to watch something funny. So when something funny happens, you burst out laughing.
Yep.
Because your mind's showing it. That was it. That was it. That was it. The same thing in life, ladies and gentlemen. You want to have a good life and you want to have a good time and you want to be in a great mood. Your mind will slowly start to show you the things that put you in a good mood.
Right.
It'll start telling you to go talk to people that you know put you in a good mood. Because when you're in a good mood and you see that person over there that's always negative, what does your mind tell you? Stay away from that person.
Yep.
Okay. No problem. And you go out and you talk to somebody else. It's weird how it works. It really, really is. And again, it's just all it takes to trigger that is by speaking it. Today is going to be a great day. Tonight is going to be a great night. We have an awesome guest on the sports show tonight. I can't wait to have him on. And I guarantee you that show is going to be awesome tonight. I guarantee you. Even though it's only an hour long, it's going to be awesome. Absolutely. So, folks, you got to make the decision to be happy. Once you've made that decision, speak it. Look yourself in the mirror. Say, today's a new day. Today's the day that everything changes. I did the exact same thing. The day that I realized that I was absolutely pissed off and tired of being broke and tired of living paycheck to paycheck, literally, I looked myself in the eyes in the mirror. I said, that's it. I'm going to do something. And within 24 hours, I found the network. I did. I was searching. I was searching for something better. I wasn't searching exactly for the network. I told myself, I'm going to find a way to make extra money. And initially, I was trying to make money on doing things like I did for Vets on Media, writing my articles. So I went on there and I said, I'm going to find a way to make more money. Plain and simple. And I came across a Facebook post with Dave Wood in an AC/DC t-shirt. And I said, that's the guy that's going to help me. I didn't even know him. Didn't even know him. Didn't even know his name. Oh, I saw an AC/DC t-shirt and I said, that's the guy that's going to help me. Really? AC/DC. That's the guy that's going to help me. I've never once looked at any member of the band at ACDC and said, that's the guy that's going to help me. But I saw Dave Wood wearing that t-shirt and I said, that's the guy that's going to help me. There was something about him just being down to earth and being just like me in that picture that said, if he's successful, that's the guy that's going to help me. Plain and simple. If you've never seen Dave Wood speak, I'm going to be in Las Vegas at the end of July at the Red Rock for our next event. This guy owns about 3,000 tank tops, probably about 2,000 pairs of sandals, no socks. I don't think he owns any socks. I've never seen him with shoes on. And maybe 2 to 3 shirts with sleeves on. That's as down to earth as you can get. He used to have his hair all long and everything like a hippie on the beach. But if he can do it, oh, God damn it, I know I can do it. If a guy wearing an AC/DC t-shirt can do it, I know I can do it. That was my mindset. I told myself, I said, I got this.
You know, I remember, let me do a backstory here because we got about 4 minutes left here.
Okay, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've known JD for a good almost going on 10 years now.
Yeah. He's older than I am.
And that's not true. JD had came to me. He applied for a position at a university that we were working at, and I happened to hire him. Went through the interview process and trained him. Became very successful at that position. I was let go there, and stayed with me. And those of you that don't know JD is one of the most loyal people you will ever meet in your life. Very blessed to have him in my life.
Thank you.
And I mean that wholeheartedly. He comes up to me and says, "Boss," he's like, "I'm thinking about doing this blog thing. What are your thoughts on it?" And I was like, "Well, I've done a lot of multi-level marketing. I've been very successful at some of them. I've failed epically at some of them, and I was good." I said, "I tell you what," I said, "if you do it and you're still doing it a year from now, I'll do it. I'll sign up, and I'll be damned if it wasn't a year to almost the very day. Hey, boss, it was my 1 year anniversary. What time are you available to sign up?"
Yep.
I was like, damn. And then I got through it and I started seeing it, and I was just like, it's a great concept. It's really cool. Now I've been doing it for several months. I haven't posted probably in a month, but I have all these ideas and stuff. And I'm starting to make the calls now. I see the value in it, which is why I'm still in it, because I know it's there and I know I can turn to it right now if I wanted to. And it's a comforting thought because I know it's there. I've had 3-4 people sign up already my first month.
Yeah, you haven't been in that long.
In it. I had 3-4 people my very first month. I had 2 people the first 2 weeks.
I told you beat me.
And I know I can do it. I just got to give yourself time to do it. It doesn't happen overnight. But listen, the Dave Wood and I haven't met anybody else in this organization, face to face. And I trust JD. And we've had several guests on this program that are in the network. And one of the things that you read, and JD said he was reading a book here recently. He didn't say it tonight, but he's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Great book. I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I'm also reading the business side of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is also written by Guy Kawasaki. Mm-hmm. And one of the things is that if you want to get rich, you have to help other people. Now, I have a very, very close friend of mine who I've known only for a few years, but I consider him a very close, dear friend, and he's been on our show, Samuel Cachola. I'll be out there to see him next week in DC. And he had it's purpose for profit. All right, not profit for purpose. It's okay. You got what's the purpose? What's the purpose of doing it? The purpose is you want to help others, and you want to help others be successful. And it's like karma. Okay, you do enough good things, it'll come around and get you tenfold. Now listen, karma works the other direction too, which is why we said speak the world into existence. Ladies and gentlemen, it's real simple. You be positive. Hey, JD, that's a nice shirt you have on today.
Thank you.
Hey, JD, I appreciate you, coming in tonight and doing the show.
He said I was sexy when I came in.
I didn't say that. JD, I appreciate your friendship. Positive things like that. That's where it starts, folks. That's where it starts. Speaking that positive stuff into existence. The world can be a very dark place as it is. But if you have the mindset and you make the decision, you can speak it into the world.
Absolutely. And before we close it out, I want to be perfectly clear. Okay. I created the Veteran Network because the veterans, military spouses, military children, that's my family. And granted, I didn't serve but maybe 6 years in the United States military. But when I bring somebody in, I don't say, hey, how much money do you want to make? I ask them, what will that do for you? What problems will that solve in your life? Where will that take you? That's what I care about. That's why I wanted to create this show. That's why I created the Veteran Network. What value can I give to you to help you solve your problems? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for listening to the Decision Hour today.
I also want to add, make sure you check out all the shows on the Vets on Media Network. Thank you for all the sponsors to the network. Patriot Hills in New York, AR500, militarypoloshirts.com, U.S. Military Marketplace, Black Flag Firearms, and Heroes Vodka. Make sure you drink responsibly.
To end it, ladies and gentlemen, just remember, anything that you speak into existence can come true. We'll see you next week for the Decision Hour, same time on the Vets on Media Network. Take care.
The box busting in air, gate through the night.